Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. 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 Let me let people know that I'm live. What is the internet? I went on the internet to post that I was live and I saw just the worst stuff, chat. The worst stuff. Where else am I gonna post? I like to stream. I like to post on Roomba's channel because Roomba's the best. Please tell me I have it set to starting soon. Yes. Okay. Good. Oh. Okay. Ugh. Hey Noel, man, good to see you. It is so hot where I am. That's weird. Why is your chat not showing up on my chat? I hope the chat's not broken. Because my main chat is flipping YouTubes. And if I can't see the YouTubes, that's going to be really frustrating. But yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see you, Noel, man. Okay. It's pretty hot there too? Oh, goodness. Well, that showed up in my chat window, which is nice that I was able to see that. Hello, Nabiru. Ugh. Okay. One thing I do ask is, if you haven't liked the stream yet, please be sure to like the stream. It helps the algorithm with getting it out to more people. Getting people to like during the stream seems to really help. YouTube seems to really like that. I don't know why, but it does. Okay. I've been playing this new game called Wuthering Waves. I saw an ad for that. I think, is that the new Genshin Impact like that was like advertised on Epic Game Store? That came out like 2 days ago on Noel Main. That's cool. How is that? Lots of combat and exploration. That's neat. How's the story? Because if it's trying to keep up with Genshin, it's got to deliver something story-wise. Okay. Always thought to keep up, it has to have alluring waifus and husbandos, addictive fighting system. Story's kind of mid, it's not even bad, just flat. Okay. Where is... Hello, Silva. But I didn't complete the main quest yet, might improve later. Okay, that could be cool. Okay. Alrighty. So how was everybody's week? Let me get to the actual just chatting screen. We can do some just chatting. Alright. God, my model's doing bizarre things again. Alrighty. How was everybody's week? I'll tell you, my week was stressful. So I didn't talk about this a lot on Monday because I just had a lot of stuff on my mind. But this week I had the hearing for SSI. Although I had quite a few problems at first, not because of the game, but because my PC is not optimal. Oh, that's rough. Week's been great. Your game updated with a new collab, fave anime. Ooh, nice. You need to find a summer job. Ooh, that's rough, LeMay. So I had my SSI hearing this month, not this week, and I've been kind of building up to that for like a long time. And like, I was ready to like face whatever came and deal with all of that tonight, you know. Deal with all of that stuff today, whatever happened, because it was yesterday. And then Wednesday, I had the meeting with my lawyer to prep for it. And my lawyer tells me, almost never do they announce the decision of the hearing at the hearing for SSI, for the Social Security stuff, for disability. And we have to wait 2 to 3 months, and then the judge will make a ruling, and I should receive it in the mail in 2 to 3 months, whatever the decision is. And like, my whole life just gets on hold, you know, for these next 2 to 3 months as I wait for this. And like, I thought I was done waiting. Like, I thought with this coming up this week, I thought this is it. I've been doing all this waiting for all these years, and I'm finally gonna get the answer if I'm gonna get the help I need. And there's more waiting. Yeah, it definitely is frustrating, LeMay. But I gotta take it one step at a time. I did the best I could. So the hearing was Thursday morning. And when I tell you, I could not sleep Wednesday night. I finally like managed to like close. I made myself close my eyes and lay down to try to rest because I was hot, I was sweaty, and it was stressful. And then the hearing happened, and like, you know, like when you watch those like judge shows or whatever, there's like two sides in the courthouse, like arguing their sides or whatever. There's a defendant and a prosecutor and all that stuff, right? For the disability hearing, there wasn't like a prosecutor. It was me giving my testimony and answering questions. And then the other person, it was me, my lawyer, and they had this person who's a vocational expert. The person is an expert on jobs. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be okay once it's all settled, Nabiru. So then this person there who's like a vocational expert, an expert on jobs. And my lawyer warned me about that part of the hearing. It was like, this person's job is to find jobs that they think you could do based on your testimony. Don't freak out if they start naming jobs you've never done before or you're not qualified for. Just don't say anything. Let me ask the questions. And I'm like, okay. So they get to the part where they ask the guy, and he's like, and they're like, based on the testimony, do you believe the defendant can go back to working any of the previous jobs he's worked before? And the and it's like based on these hypotheticals, and they were like listing these things that were these what do you call them? I was just thinking about them. Not acclamations. Things that jobs can do for disabled people. Add something or other. Concessions, something like that. Hold on, it's gonna bug me. Accommodations, that's the word. Yeah. I'm okay with tech stuff, LeMay. And yeah. And so they're like the judge is like, considering the hypothetical that the defendant would need these accommodations, and listed these things that were like some things that I hadn't thought of. I'm like, yeah, that could help. I don't know if it would be enough that I could work, but that would be helpful. And it's like, considering these base accommodations, could the defendant go back to do any of his previous jobs? And the vocations expert's like, no. It's like, okay, well, considering those base accommodations, do you know any jobs that the defendant could do? And if so, give me 3 of them. And when I tell you, this vocations expert listed 3 of the most random jobs I have ever heard. My brain just shut off at the first one, and I didn't even hear the other 2. Because the first one was like floor glazer. And I'm like, what? I don't even remember the other 2 because I was just so blown away when the vocations expert's like, floor glazer. No, the person who puts like wax on floors. It was like, I think it was like floor glazer. I think I've never heard of the job. Like when I worked in a warehouse, we all cleaned the warehouse together. But like, he's like, yeah, floor glazer. And I'm like, okay. And then the judge was like, okay, that's the minimum accommodations. If the defendant needed this, that, and the other accommodation, it was really interesting. Where like the judge got more specific, right? And when the judge would list stuff and was like, if the defendant was in this situation and needed this accommodation, I don't really remember the things he was listing, but the things he was listing, I was like, oh yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, that could be helpful. I don't know if it'd be enough, but that'd be really helpful. It's like, I'm like, oh, if that's an option, that could be really helpful. And he's like, if the defendant needed this accommodation, could the defendant work at any of the jobs you've listed? And And the vocations expert's like, no, if the defendant needed that accommodation, they would be unhireable. So that was a thing. I did my best. Like, I answered the questions as best I could, as truthful as I knew how. And now I just gotta wait. It was like floor glazer, then like some kind of like cleaning job. And then I just kind of, yeah, it was really frustrating, Noel Main. And it didn't help that I was very frazzled because I hadn't slept the night before. I managed to close my eyes for a little bit, but like I didn't really like sleep. And like we just kind of ran with stuff. And I don't know if run with stuff's the right word, but we just kind of did the thing. And so that happened. And then it was like, I couldn't think past that, right? It was just so all consuming in my mind that I just couldn't think past it. And then like, when I was watching Critical Role last night, that's what I'm hoping for, LeMay. That's what I'm hoping for. I was watching Critical Role last night, and then just the exhaustion just hit me. And I ended up like passing out for like the last hour of Critical Role. And then there was that whole thing, right? And I got the notification. I got a letter on my door telling me a couple days ago that the exterminator was coming today. And I'm like, okay, last time the exterminator came, it was in the morning. So I need to make sure I'm awake in the morning. I left my blinds open so I would wake up early in the morning. And I was like, okay. So I woke up and the notice told me to get all the stuff out of my cabinets, make sure there's nothing on top of my refrigerator. And I had all my stuff like piled up in the middle of the living room, which a lot of it still is there. And so I was like, okay. And then I was waiting all day for the exterminator to get here. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to call the office and be like, hey, the exterminator never showed up. Because the exterminator comes for regular maintenance on like a regular basis, right? And I'm like, that's good because I've started seeing more of the small cockroaches running around. So I'm like, you know what? It's good that this is happening. Exterminator didn't show up till like 1 p.m. like 1 or 2 p.m. And it's like, yeah, it's been really busy. And then come to find out, the exterminator was here today for mice, not for bugs. It's the same exterminator, but he only had his equipment with him for mice. And I'm like, great. So I didn't need to empty my cabinets at all. And I'm like, well, I need something for bugs. He's like, have you seen bugs? I'm like, yeah, I've seen some small cockroaches. And he's like, Wednesdays are when we do it. It's every Wednesday. I'm like, okay, cool. I will see you Wednesday. I will be ready. I marked it in my calendar. And he pulled the stove out. I don't know if I'd go that far, Nabiru. And so, he came and he pulled the stove out. And last time he was here, he set 2 mouse traps. Last time he was here. And sure enough, when he pulled the stove out, there were 2 dead mice in the mouse traps. And it was funny, he was like taking a picture of them with his phone. And I wonder if it's a thing where like now he can show that to be like, see, I'm doing my job. And he's like, do you want me to set more mouse traps? I'm like, yes. He's like, 1 or 2. I'm like, 2. I've also been doing a lot of Lancer stuff this week. Planning out the next leg of my Lancer campaign. Still got to nail down all this stuff and actually do the coding for the Transformer template. So that way I can start making the Transformer NPCs. But it was just so hot today. Oh no, Noelman! Oh, I'm sorry you got bad news. And don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. If you gotta go because like real life stuff is happening, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. Sorry, I got like hiccups for a second there. Oh my gosh, why am I getting hiccups now? Yeah, definitely, Silva. We all hope things get better for you, Noel Main. Oh my gosh, why am I getting hiccups now? I am in the middle of stream. You got bad news, but you couldn't care less? Oh, goodness. Play a scary game to cure the hiccups. No. No, I just drank some water. I feel better now. Oh, that's rough. That's rough, Silva. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, that's still important, Noel Main. If it's important to you, then it's important to us. Remember what I always say, your hopes, your dreams, your fears, and your concerns are valid and important and worthy of notice. That might be something important to figure out, Silva. Okay. So this is another night where I don't have a whole lot planned for tonight's chapter. If it was one of my dad's two brothers, we would probably be going. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Silva. Is it's no problem if you want to share stuff. Well, I hope everything gets worked out for you, Noel, man. All right. So let's get rolling into tonight's stream. Oh, sweaty and sticky. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm back. On my dad's side, I had my grandma and grandpa, of course, and they had 4 boys and 1 girl. On my mom's side, I had Nana and Papa, and they had 4 boys and 1 girl. Oh, okay. Oh, it's fine. I'm well. Welcome back from Ad Silva. Okay. So tonight's chapter is another one of those chapters, like the last couple, where I only had a little bit of stuff planned. So I'm gonna have to ad lib and improvise a lot of stuff as we go. My outline for tonight's stream is this is the end of block 4, which is the setup of Act 2. And in block 5, which is where the main conflict picks up in Act 2, is where the main character, Jonathan, meets this other company that is trying to like do all this humanitarian work in the world, right? And they are, and their existence very much challenges Jonathan's view of the world and of himself. And that's what I want to set up here. It's a thing where here in block 4, Jonathan feels like he's on top of the world. He's helping people, right? He just had this victorious mission against the pirates where they made all these arrests, they freed all these prisoners, and they managed to do it without killing anybody. You know, this chapter is going to be a juxtaposition where he's gonna get back to base, and he's gonna get back to the headquarters, and he's gonna see how the headquarters has been revamped and expanded, and how it's been just like built up, and he's gonna reminisce about like when he was just a janitor changing trash bags and mopping floors. And it's going to end with him feeling like the world is changing for the better and he's a part of it. So that's where it's going to end, this chapter. And then next chapter is where he starts to get challenged, where he starts to see this other company, Sandworld Corp, that Sandworld Co. That is actually helping people. And it challenges so much of his viewpoint. Alrighty. Oh goodness, got an extra session in. That's nice. That's exciting. Noel Main. Okay, focus. I gotta focus. Okay. So what's going on in your adventure to Wellmain? What's happening in your Lancer game? Oh my gosh, my Lancer game got I'm in the middle of a combat with my Lancer crew for my Sunday game that we're gonna have. So we're gonna finish that combat and it's gonna be like, I think it'll be interesting. I've got some surprises planned, a couple of new units that are gonna enter the board, and some surprises planned for the players, which should be fun. It's always great whenever you get to like do fun stuff for your players, you know? Which reminds me, let me do something before I forget. All right. Actually, I don't know how to phrase this. So I want to tell my Lancer players for my Sunday Lancer game that, like, if they have any homebrew that they want to add to the Lancer game, to, like, send me it so I can review it. so I can decide if I think it's balanced and fitting. It's the end of the academic year. The PC group found the secret base of the evil guys, and they have a limited time to act before the evil machine gets ready. Ooh, spicy. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, it definitely sounds really fun, Noel, man. Oh gosh, Scooch made a whole long post. All right. Let's get to the writing. All right. Okay. Let me see. 3 months since inciting incident. Okay. So it's been like a month and a half of, okay. It's been a month and a half for him. Okay. Since he got out the hospital. Okay. All right. I can work with that. Oh, also, what I did see of Critical Role last night, I really liked. I know last stream I mentioned some of my frustration I had with like the character Ladna and the direction she was taking. I think a lot of the stuff like went really well last night's session with like a lot of the characterization and role play really like expressed a lot of the things about the weight and the burden of what happened and like all that jazz. And I think that's really cool that it like that it fleshed it out a lot more than it had before. And I feel a lot better about the Critical Role stuff. Like I'm a lot more invested, which was why it's kind of sad that I kind of passed out for the last hour. But it was like it was a combat and a few other things, so I'm probably gonna like go back and rewatch it or something whenever the VOD's up. Next week's a Candela week anyway, so it's fine. I want it to be a fence or just a solid wall. I'll say cement brick wall. Okay. Ow. I like poked myself with one of my nails. So here we're building up this like juxtaposition where he's talking about his memories of before, right? And the old world and how his life had changed. Hello, Jesus. How was your week? What'd you get up to, Jesus? Oh, how's work been? Didn't you just start a new job? Oh no, I'm sorry everything went wrong, Jesus. No! No! Oh my gosh, that sounds so frustrating. That reminds me, I need to get new glasses. I need to go for an eye doctor appointment. I have to remember what the place was I went for my eye doctor before. Because I haven't been there in a long time. You just got yours 15 days ago? Oh, goodness. 1 second. I was hoping it would be... They didn't even fall off or anything. Like, just one of the sides just said, nah. It stopped working. Oh, goodness. I have to see what I might just go to a new eye doctor if I can't remember where my old one was. Actually, I'm going to make a note in my phone to remind me to call my doctor's office on Monday Actually, Monday's Memorial Day, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So nothing's gonna be open. So I'll make a note for Tuesday. Cool. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that does really suck. I'm really sorry that that happened to you, Jesus. Did I say that Oku came with us? Yeah, okay, Oku did come with. Okay. Oh yeah, the new Vanguard series. I think you mentioned something about that. Okay. So I said that there was parade grounds, and did something happen in the new Vanguard series? Okay. It's okay if I send a few card images on Discord for you to see? Oh, sure. Are these new images from the show? That was one of my favorite parts of Vanguard before. Learning about new units and what they were going to do from the anime. And getting super hyped and be like, yes! That was loud. New units are very popular. Also, I'll share the anime trailer in case you'd like to watch it. It's full on YouTube. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sure. Send it to me, Noel, man. Okay. So what's happening here in the story is, I'm like, the main character is telling some of his backstory to his team. Jonathan's going into this stuff about from his backstory as they're like getting ready. I'm thinking I'm gonna have him telling the story, some of his stuff, and expanding on like how far he's come. As they're unloading, their gear. Okay. What do you call those? Is it just an air blower where you would use for like cleaning out a computer, cleaning dust out of a computer? Is it just called an air blower? Air cannon, air duster. Ultra duster, okay. In the anime discussion channel? Oh, it's just compressed air in a can. Okay. Let's take a look. Ooh, this is like an angel unit. That one definitely looks demonic. Ooh, I've seen the Welstra, the Blitz Arms one. Because I thought it was cool. Or at least I've seen a version of it. I've seen a version of this card, but I don't know if it's the exact one. It might have been like this might be like a retrain or upgrade or something. Blitz Arms. Of course you like the Angel Nabiru. It's the upgraded version? Okay. Yep, I know Nabiru. Only once per match. You. Nabiru. Noel Main said that the divine skills are skills that can only be used once per match. I don't know what else they are. That's what Noel Main said. Hope I didn't get your names mixed up. It'd be weird if I was saying Noel Main Nabiru said this, but it's like, no, Nabiru. Noel Main said this. Well, it's to the end. Oh, the different ones. Oh, curiosity's been piqued. Hey, Violet, welcome in. It's good to see you. Welcome. How was your week? How was your week, Violet? Blangmeyer, Fallen Angel vibes. Ooh. It's been an interesting week. Yeah, I think it's something to do with the series, Nabiru, where like there's like 7 or something fated ones who are fated to like have the fate of the world in their hands, and they're fighting some great fight, and they're like special cards that only the fated ones can wield or something. I saw something before the series started, before the season started. What happened in your week, Violet? What made it so interesting? Oh, I'm sorry, Jesus. That sucks. I'm sorry. I'd be losing my mind if my phone like broke like that. Oh goodness, I use my phone for so many things. I would have to be like, well, everybody, I need a new phone. And I would be like, I would be scrambling and asking for help. Oh, I'm sorry, Jesus. Were you able to get the SIM card and like the micro SD and stuff out of it at least? Oh. Fated ones are simply divine skill users of special cards that hold a specific goal or concept. Like Fated One of Miracles will wish for miracles to happen. Okay, Noel Main. Oh, jeez. I reconnected with an old friend. We've been catching up, just talking about a lot of rough stuff that's been going on the past few years. That's good that you reconnect with an old friend. But it's really sad that your old friend's been dealing with this creep. You finally off working and do some writing? Nice. My week has been okay. I've been in the process of applying for SSI in order to get help with disability. And I had my disability hearing this week. I couldn't sleep the night before. And I hope I did all right, but it was one of those things where like I won't find out for like another 2 or 3 months how it came out, because like I still have to wait for the judge to make their decision. I think it went well. I answered the questions as truthfully as I could, you know, as best I could. Yeah, it is tough, Violet. Oh, great. I hate when Vanguard gets expensive because it's supposed to be like a good entry level game, but it just happens. Mm. Okay. It's still very new player friendly, and you don't need an absurd expensive deck to play casually. Only very few top meta decks are super expensive. Yeah, makes sense. Outside of chase variant promos and limited releases, it's very likely you can find singles and build your deck to be fairly decent outside of exceptions. Let me use Swirler. I just miss my dimensional robos. That's the deck I miss. And I'm really frustrated with dimensional robos because like I played break ride Legion dimensional robos, right? And I would be like, let me go pick up some parts and build premium break ride Legion dimensional robos, right? But the last set of dimensional robos to come out before everything kind of reset was Die Liner, which completely and utterly changed the way that dimensional robos operated. So before, it was about building a lot of power and crit and guard breaking and stuff on the center line, right? And being able to attack with your Vanguard for big damage and to just apply a lot of frontal pressure from the very beginning, right? To build an avalanche of power. And I never picked up Die Liner because I didn't like it. Die Liner does this thing where you can use grade 3s as shield with Die Liner. So it turns it into a defensive tanky deck. You run grade 3s not because you're trying to check them to like guard break. You run them because they're extra shield for you. And I think Die Liner does something if you check a 3. Okay, this is where I want to start introducing ranks into their stuff. Give me 1 second. Bizarre but fun. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Wants me to talk to the hand deck. All the monsters were just hands, fists, gauntlets, including extra X. I could tell my friend to talk to. Oh, goodness. Where did I put this? Here's this. Yeah, definitely creative thinking. Is this what I'm looking for? No. That's close to what I'm looking for. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. looking at a list of different. Oh, you gotta go. Have a good night, Noel Main. I want you to know that I value you. Well, what is everybody working on tonight? What are you working on tonight, Violet? All right, and same story with the redemption arc. Nice. Ba, ba, ba. All right, I'll say he's first lieutenant. You're procrastinating? Oh, goodness, LeMay. Finishing 2 quiz vid ideas, debating on when to upload, now making a new one, lol. Okay. We'll go with lieutenant. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you need a little procrastination in your life. All right, so I'll say he's a lieutenant. As I misspell that horribly. Yep, still working on something. Let me look something up real quick. Okay. Commission officers are management. Okay. One of my new ideas, ma'am, user Ryan, did you know there's quite a few animes that have giant robots, but not giant robot animes? Yeah. That's true, Violet. A show with a giant robot that's not a mecha anime? Ooh. That's spicy. Okay. Now, where's the button? Oh, there's the button I'm looking for. Hmm. Oh, let's say he's a sergeant. Okay. Given anime discussions for those curious what you mean. Oh, I gotta check that out. Give me a second. That looks very silly. It looks like it's based on something from Gao Gaigar. Especially with the logo at the end. What anime is that from, Nabiru? I'm stumped. Right? Oh my god. That's so funny. One of my close friends was like obsessed with Scryed, and has shown me like clips from like some important battles, but I don't remember seeing anybody with a mech. I remember there was one dude who could like summon a robot to fight for him, but like I don't remember it looking like that. Oh goodness. What's the word I'm looking for? He's waving his hand, just be like, no, don't do that. Determined, dismissive. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay. 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 Hello, coffee. Welcome in. I don't know why my lurk command stopped working, but it is good to see you. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope that you know that you are valued, you are loved, and you are a precious treasure of a person, coffee. Okay. I should look something up. Hold on. I hope I don't get like on a watch list for looking this up. But I'm wondering, can PMCs be based in America? Okay, so they are in the US. Okay. They're affiliates of the US government. Okay. Okay. So they'd have to be affiliated with the US government. Okay. Okay. All right, I think that's a whole chapter. Done in record time. Done in record time. Let me see how many words we got tonight. I can pad in a few more words. Yeah, I'm a little bit under my minimum word count, which makes me want to go back and pad a few things out. Like, because there's some things I could embellish. I always use that as an excuse to embellish things, which isn't a bad thing. There we go. That's better. 2,510 words. And I embellished some things, described things a little bit better. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's wind down for the night. We got done super fast. Like, this was super fast tonight. Holy cow. I mean, it was a short chapter. It was a short chapter. I've had a few short chapters, and that's okay. It was a short chapter, and it's funny, a short chapter with this project is as long as the longest chapter for my previous projects, which is kind of funny. I think that's kind of funny. But had another short chapter. Thank you, LeMay. Yeah, had another short chapter, and chapter 12 is in the books. We're almost to the halfway point, and now. So what I wanted to get across there was this idea that the main character is dealing with this juxtaposition of who he used to be versus who he is now, the added responsibilities, the changes in his life, the changes in his world, and what that means for him now. And now he's in this position where he's a sergeant, he's a leader, right? And he's just trying to figure out what he wants to do. And what I wanted to end the chapter with was the thing where he says something to the effect of, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to do what I can to help out because I believe this company is trying to help make the world a better place, right? And as long as this company is trying to make the world a better place, I'm going to continue trying to help them to do that. That's what he was shooting for there, right? Oh, excuse me. But what is going to happen in the next chapter is he's going to meet San Worldco that is actually doing humanitarian work, that is actually doing this work to try to really help other people. And all of his ideals about I want to help people, I'm doing a job to help people, and his definition of self, where he defines himself as a helper, as a person who helps other people, is going to come up as he realizes his company could be doing more with this technology, but they're not. And he has to confront that. And he has to confront that situation. Okay. All right. Thank you, Nabiru. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything cool to talk about on the interwebs before we wind down. Oh, Coda had a birthday. That's funny. Oh, Hime Hajime streaming? That's funny. Okay. All right. Thank you all. I couldn't have done it without you all. I know I didn't do a whole lot of talking, but I think I had fun. Oh. Team Tomodachi song by Yuki Chiba. No, I haven't heard of it, LeMay. I'm glad you had fun, Violet. Okay. Okay. Good night, LeMay. Let's wind down for the night. We're going to end stream quite a bit early. I've been doing like the 3 and 4 hour streams. We're doing the 4 and 5 hour streams. Tonight we're doing just a simple 3 hour. So for those of you who don't know, I like to speak positivity and happiness into the lives of my viewers. So to Noel Main, Nabiru, Silva, LeMay, who else did we have come tonight? We had Jesus. Yep, I'll see you Monday, Violet. And Violet and everyone else who watched the stream and didn't. Oh, and Quills, Coffee Quills. Can't forget Coffee Quills from the Twitch side. And anyone who watched the stream and didn't say anything in chat, anyone who watches this VOD afterwards, I want to say to all of you, I love all of you. And I believe in each and every one of you. I think that you all are truly special and one of a kind and unique individuals, and that you make this world a better place by living in it in your own unique way. I think that your hopes, your dreams, your fears, and your concerns are valid, worthy of notice, and worthy of care. You are valuable. You matter. You are worthy of love and deserving of happiness and good things. You are special, precious treasure of a human being. Thank you for coming to my stream, and thank you for giving me your time, your attention, and your energy. I appreciate having you here. To my To everyone I say, remember the Star Hunter motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always stop to enjoy the memes. And I do ask that if you have any friends or neighbors or aunts or uncles or arch nemesis, coworker, boss, anyone you think might enjoy my content, feel free to show them my content and invite them to the next stream, which is going to be Monday, 8:30 p.m. EST. Probably going to do another writing stream. People seem to be enjoying them. This wasn't as popular as the last one, but it was still great to have people coming through. It was still fun. Got a chapter done. Got a chapter done in almost record time, which was nice. But I hope that you all have yourselves a wonderful night. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing on social media, you can subscribe on YouTube and ding the notification bell to let you know when I go live or when I release any new content. You can follow me on Twitch. It'll also let you know when I go live, because I live stream. I dual stream on both YouTube and Twitch. If you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Twitter/X. You can follow me on Blue Sky Social. You can like my Facebook. You can join my Discord. There are links to all of those things in the description down below on YouTube and in different areas of the About page on Twitch. One last thing. You do not have to donate to be here. You don't have to give money to be a member of this community. I value having your time, your attention, and your energy. I value having you here. But with that said, I do appreciate all of the people who have donated to help make things possible for me in the past. You all have helped me with doing things that I could not have been able to do by myself. I'm grateful to all of you for that. If you ever feel motivated to donate to improve the stream and to help me with any number of things, and it is financially safe and responsible for you to do so, there are links where you can do so in the description down below on YouTube and in the donate button, button on the About page on Twitch. On YouTube, there's a link to PayPal where you can do a direct donation, or Ko-fi where you can do a direct donation or sign up for repeated monthly donations. I prefer, if you're doing a single donation, to do it via PayPal, just because I get more of the money that way. But if you'd rather do Ko-fi, then do Ko-fi. As far as the repeated donations, I don't have any rewards for those at the moment. It's more of just like helping me out with things and letting me know that you really care. And it's not that I don't think that you don't care if you don't give money. That sounds bad. I have to find a better wording for that. But it's just like letting me know, kind of just a monetary way of saying that you think I'm awesome, and I appreciate that. So yeah, and the donate button on Twitch just goes to Ko-fi, where you can do either single donation or the repeated donations. Anyway, have yourselves a wonderful night, everybody. Thanks for coming. It's been great having you. Let's see if there's anybody to raid on the Twitch, because I can't raid on the YouTubes. I do have someone watching on Twitch, so let me see who I can raid to. Oh, Sapphires. Ooh, Lila. Lila's got a lot of people tonight. Might do Nell, because I haven't done Nell in a long time. Yeah. Let me see, how long has Nell been streaming? Nell's been streaming for a few hours. So yeah, gonna raid Nell. All right, good night, everybody.